What? Wow. Okay. Hello, I am Danielle Arias. I'm a holistic health coach, a mother, and a yoga instructor. Today's practice is all about the root chakra. I just uploaded a blog post all about the root chakra and having imbalances in the root chakra and how that might manifest, how to rebalance. Yes, you can be imbalanced or balanced in the root chakra. I'm not talking about balance like this, I'm talking about holistic balance. So this is a flow to accompany that blog post, and it's going to be focused on the root chakra. So the root chakra is right at the base here, including the pelvic bowl, the first 3 vertebrae, the hips. So sometimes it may manifest in some problems in the legs, in the hips, carrying extra weight here as a means of protection, adrenal gland issues, immune issues, autoimmune disorders. The list goes on. Check out the blog post if you are interested in learning a little bit more about the root chakra, foods to help balance the root chakra, affirmations for it as well. We're going to go ahead and get started on the mat in a seat. 2 blocks might be nice for this practice, but not completely necessary. But I love props, so if you want to give props to props. So if you want to have some props like blocks for this practice, that'd be great. All right, so we're going to sit in easy seated position, legs crossed in front of one another. And the way that you normally sit down, we're just going to take the opposite way. Take the opposite leg in front. And see if you can focus your attention here on the low belly. Maybe close your eyes or cast your gaze down toward the floor. Continue to sit up tall. Start to slow down the breath. Slow, deep breaths. See if you can send the breath the whole way to the belly. So inhale, and the belly gets big and fills up with air. And exhale. You let it go. A few more like that. So this practice is going to be a lot about stability, finding that stability deeply rooted from within, and drawing it up and out. Using the breath to help stabilize. So the root chakra is the Muladhara chakra, and so the bandha associated with it is the Mula Bandha. So that squeeze that you do at the pelvic floor, for example, if you're using a jade egg or doing kegels or kegels or however you want to pronounce them, feeling that squeeze engaging there in the pelvic floor is a way to engage the Mula Bandha. So go ahead and sit up tall, engage the Mula Bandha. 2 more like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take the left hand out to the side. Sweep the right arm up and over. Find length in the side body. Keep both sit-bones down on the mat here. Lift it back up. Take the right hand down, sweep the left arm up and over. And lift it back up. Keep both sit bones down and walk your fingers forward, finding length in the spine. Reach the arms forward, take a deep breath in. And exhale, release the head down. Go ahead and slowly lift yourself up. Walk the hands back. And take the hands behind you and reverse the legs. Make sure both sit bones are down. Take knees and hands and connect. Make sure both sit bones are down. Take hands onto knees. Round the spine. Release the head down. Then lift the chest, roll it up and open up. Look up toward the ceiling and exhale around. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. And exhale, round. Come back through center. Walk your hands out in front of you. Nice long spine. Take your time here. No need to rush. Release the head. Gently lift your gaze and walk your hands back up. And come to tabletop position. Lift the chest and look up and tilt the tailbone up. And then round the spine and press the mat away. Release the head down, put an arch in the back. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, round. Roll it back to child's pose. Release the head down, soften the shoulders. Roll yourself up, come up to sit on the knees. Inhale the arms overhead. Press the palms together, look up, pull the belly in. Exhale, hips to the heart. Inhale, arms overhead. Pull the belly in, and exhale, hands to heart. Come back through tabletop. Walk your hands forward, releasing the chest down to the mat, hips over knees. Roll yourself back, coming up to sit. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. And take tabletop to down dog. Slow, deep breaths here. Lift the hips up high. Press the mat away, draw the shoulder blades up the back. Take your feet together at the back of the mat. Take the right leg and lift it up. Bend the knee and hug it in. And place the foot down on the outside of the right hand. Left knee goes down and untuck the toe. We're just going to take some time here moving back and forth. So straighten, flex the foot and round the spine. Then re-bend the knee, coming into that lizard, sinking into the left hip, and look up. Straighten the leg, flex the foot, release the head down, re-bend the knee, lift the chest, look up. Straighten, flex the foot, release the head, re-bend the knee, lift the chest, look up. You can stay here, or you can lower your forearms down to the block, or down to the mat. Allow your hip to gently open, maybe roll over onto the side of the foot. Just take some slow, deep breaths here. Take the hands and press them back down if your forearms were down. Straighten through the right leg and flex the foot. Release the head down. Re-bend the knee. Lift the chest, look up. Tuck the left toe. Lift into lifted lizard. And then step it back slowly to down dog. Lift the left leg up. Bend the knee and hug it in. And place the foot down on the outside of the left hand. Lower the right knee down and untuck the toe. Lift the chest. Straighten through the left leg. Flex the foot. Release the head down. Inhale, lift the chest, look up, bend the left knee. And exhale, straighten and fold.
Inhale, lift, bend the knee.
Exhale, straighten and fold.
Inhale, lift the chest, look up.
And now come down onto the forearms or onto a block or stay there and just
Breathe into that opening of the hip. You're on your forearms, place the hands back down. Straighten the left leg, flex the foot, and release the head down. Rebend the knee. Lift yourself back up. Tuck the right toe and step it back to down dog.
walk your hands to the back of the mat.
Grab opposite elbows and release the head down. Gently sway over to the right side. Then gently sway over to the left. Come back to center. Take the hands out in front of you. Spread the fingers wide. Press in the hands and round the spine. Come up high on the heels and engage. Lift up through the belly. Press, press, press. Lower the heels back down. Slowly bend the knees. Releasing the hips down. Lift up on the heels.
Come to sit.
And then gently wiggle those heels down. Make some movement here, back and forth. Start to open the hips. Bring the hands out in front of you. Release the head. You can stay here if you'd like to take the arms behind you. And release the head down, that's fine too. And go ahead and lower the knees down onto the mat. And come back to sit on the knees. Nice slow deep breaths. Take the hands out in front of you and take the knees nice and wide, toes together. Fold back into a wide-kneed child's pose. Draw the hips back to the heels. Walk the hands forward. Release the head down. Roll yourself up, lean back to sit on the knees. Nice, and go ahead and take the hands down. Take the feet and place them a little more than hip width distance. So for a lot of you, that'll be heels on the mat and toes off. I'm gonna go ahead and face this way so you can see. Feet are at about 45 degrees. We're gonna sit down for Malasana Yogi squat. If this does not feel good to you, go ahead and grab a block and take it right under the tuchus there. You might sway from side to side a little bit here. Getting to a place that feels good. And then continue to draw the pelvis down and lift through the back. Relax the shoulders. Sitting up nice and tall. And gently release yourself down onto the mat. Take the feet together and knees apart and sit up tall. And really look over the right shoulder. And go back through center. Look over the left. Just gently come back through center. We're going to set up for Pigeon Pose. Now, if you know the Pigeon Pose does not feel good to you, you can come onto your back instead. Coming into figure four, so right ankle over the left knee, right here in Pigeon Pose. Not Pigeon Pose. Right here in your figure four. You might even hold the back of the left leg to get a little deeper into it if that feels okay, or just stay here and open the hip that way. So we're going to start in Pigeon Pose on the right leg. So right leg comes across. Left leg comes long behind you. And look over the right shoulder at that left foot. And gently release yourself down. You can take reverse prayer behind the head if that feels good. You can just release your arms up long, that's fine too. Gently lift yourself back up. Coming back up to sit.
Or if you're in figure 4 stretch, you're going to release the legs down, and we're going to switch. So left leg comes in front, our left ankle comes over the right thigh, and sweep that right leg behind if you're coming into pigeon. Glance over the left shoulder, and then release yourself down. And gently lift yourself back up. Coming back up to sit. Now, this is going to be a really great place for blocks if you have them. We're going to come into big hip opener here. Coming into frog's pose. So, for frog's pose, the leg is parallel with the edge of the mat. So the shin part of the leg. The foot is flexed toward the back of the mat, and the top part of the leg, the thigh here, is going to be a 90-degree angle. So we want to look like this, like that. Doesn't matter how far down the pelvis or the stomach get on the mat, as long as we have that nice 90-degree angle with both legs. So let's go ahead and slowly set this up. So we want the feet flexed to the back of the mat, knees coming up, shin parallel with the side, and then thighs parallel with the front. A nice 90-degree angle here. Now, you might use blocks to kind of just rest your forearms on as you release your head down. You might use blocks to stack up and have your head rest onto the blocks. At whatever height you need that feels good to allow you to fully rest down. So just take your time here to set yourself up and get to a place where you can find some relaxation in the top of the body and send your breath down to the hips, down to the pelvic floor. Allow yourself to soften. If any feelings or emotions come up, that is fine and perfectly normal. See if you can stay present with the breath and stay in the posture. I'm going to slowly and gently come out of its posture here. And gently come up to sit on the knees. Maybe you close your eyes. And gently and slowly make your way onto your back. Take the feet together and the knees apart. Relax the hands down onto the hips or the inner thighs. You go ahead and take the hands and place them on your head. And gently just massage the scalp here. Notice the sensations and the sounds of your fingers massaging the scalp. And then take your hands and place them over your eyes. Gently release the hands down. Release the legs out long. Feeling supported in the foundation of the body, and supported by the earth. Take a deep breath into the nose. Inside out. Shavasana.